Dangerous isn't a word usually associated with making pottery, but the process from handling raw clay right through to clean-up can be hazardous to health if it's not managed properly.
All clay that we work with as potters, doesn't matter where it comes from, contains a certain amount of silica. Silica is a very, very fine dust that can quite easily get up and into the air. And when you inhale it, your body actually doesn't know how to purge it, so it builds up in your lungs, and when your lungs reach a certain level of build-up, then you can develop a disease called silicosis.
The condition is serious and it can affect people in different ways.
So acute is usually from like a big heavy dose, and chronic is like long-term exposure, but what that means is that the breathing capacity of your lungs are diminished. And it can lead on to other really serious problems and cancers. There's like very specific links in scientific research.
But it's also something that can be avoided. Already popular on Instagram, the newly appointed representative for Ceramics New Zealand is looking forward to sharing her knowledge with even more potters.
I looked after health and safety at a very large alumina refinery. So, you know, health and safety systems have been a little bit drummed into me, but it took me a hot minute when I got into pottery to flip my brain into the health and safety aspects.
As a rookie potter, she was exposed to the dangerous dust, and while it was suggested she should probably wear a mask, there was little education about just how important it was.
That person still didn't mention to me anything about silicosis or silica being in the pottery dust, so that without a doubt I would have taken in a huge dose of silica from that one incident. And it wasn't until, you know, several weeks or months later that I actually discovered how dangerous this stuff is.
A book written in the 70s by New Zealander Rosemary Perry warning of the dangers has just been made available online. Often it's simple but vital practices that will keep potters safe, like keeping the studio whistle clean. Even the smallest piece of dry clay is a potential risk.
I've heard it referred to a couple of times recently as the new asbestos. And further to that, when I explained to my students what masks they should be buying when they're purchasing a half-face respirator from the safety shop, the instructions are to buy filters that are asbestos grade.
Based in Wellington, Carla will be on the road a lot. Her new role is to connect with the many pottery societies and studios in the region.
From Taranaki down to here, finding out what's going on, seeing how we as an organisation might be able to support those clubs, staying up to date with any kind of ceramics events that might be happening, any shows that will be happening.
This year, the Ceramics Association of New Zealand celebrate the 60th anniversary of the first exhibition of New Zealand's studio potters. All members have until the 20th of August to submit works, and entry forms are online. Georgie Ormond, Local Focus.